Making headlines this hour, President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu announces that major efforts are underway to turn Addo city into a prosperous regional center for business and job creation. An amendment to the Goods and Services Tax Act is proposed to mandate the collection of taxes from foreign tour operators. Minister of Economic Development, Transport and Trade Mohammad Saeed announces that the digital framework Maldives 2.0 will serve as the central operating tool for the nation's new main commercial port currently being built in Tilafushi.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum and welcome to PSM News in English with me, Idham Naeem. President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu announces that major efforts are underway to turn Addo city into a prosperous regional center for business and job creation.
Speaking on the sixth episode of the government podcast series The Pulse, which focused on national infrastructure development, the president emphasized that the most populous urban area outside the capital Male, Addo city, remains a prime focus for his administration's economic strategy. Addressing the immediate challenges facing the southern hub, President Muizzu identified job creation and resolving persistent electricity issues as the city's highest priorities. To boost local commerce, the government plans to roll out a dedicated 3-year project starting next year to designate Addo as a special development zone for medium-sized enterprises. In addition to economic incentives, the president provides updates on broader infrastructure and healthcare initiatives spanning various cities across the archipelago. Efforts to construct tertiary hospitals are advancing through preliminary stages, with specific projects such as the new hospital in Formula City moving forward under external funding frameworks. Highlighting progress in other regions, President Muizzu confirmed that harbour expansion work in Formula City is already underway, while physical work on the promised Tinadu Airport project is set to begin soon. In Kuludufushi City, where housing is the top priority, the administration has successfully resumed construction on 400 stored housing units and plans to break ground on an additional 2,000 units in the near future. President Muizzu reassured the public that key development pledges are actively progressing to ensure balanced nationwide growth across all atolls.
President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu submits the nomination of Jamila Ali Khalid to the Parliament for appointment as the Maldives ambassador to the United Kingdom.
Under the Maldives Foreign Service Act, the President is required to seek parliamentary approval for the appointment of ambassadors to various countries and non-resident ambassadors. The post of Maldives ambassador to the United Kingdom was previously held by Irutisham Adam. The position became vacant after President Muizzu appointed Irutisham as Minister of Foreign Affairs. The nomination of Jamila to the post has been forwarded to the Foreign Relations Committee for consideration. Her appointment will require approval by a vote of the Parliament following the committee's review. Jamila has extensive experience in foreign affairs. She previously served as the Maldives' ambassador to Germany and has also served as a member of the Civil Service Commission.
President Dr. Mohammad Muizzu submits the names of 2 individuals as members of the Human Rights Commission of the Maldives, HRCM.
The term of one of the current HRCM member expires in October. The President's office opened application for the position last July, and the President has now submitted the names of 2 candidates who met the eligibility requirements among those who applied. The 2 nominees submitted by the President are Shammun Hamid of Hemweir Minas and lawyer Samau Ahmad Najib of Tinadu Gafudal Atoll. Samau is already a member of the HRCM, and her current term expires on the 3rd of October. Shammun Hamid had previously held senior positions at the HRCM, including serving as the Commission Secretary General. The matter concerning the appointment of an HRCM member has been referred to Parliament's Gender and Human Rights Committee for consideration. The appointment will be made following the committee's review and a vote in Parliament.
An amendment to the Goods and Services Tax Act is proposed to mandate the collection of taxes from foreign tour operators.
The measure, introduced on behalf of the government by Muhammad Dawood, the Member of Parliament for North Kuludufushi, establishes a statutory framework for levying the tax on goods and services provided to offshore booking platforms, foreign tour operators and travel agents. The legislation is intended to implement the destination principle within the country, resolving administrative hurdles in tax collections while strengthening national fiscal architecture. Under the draft provisions, goods transport will be classified as domestic supplies if transport originates within the country or if suppliers make goods available domestically. Services provided from physical business establishments operated within the country are likewise treated as locally supplied. For entities not registered in the country, services are deemed locally supplied if physical work is executed domestically at delivery or relates directly to local immovable property. The regulatory scope explicitly covers inbound tourism products encompassing accommodation, dining, and transportation alongside related booking and agency services. The tax mandate applies regardless of whether a business maintains a permanent establishment in the country. Slated to take effect on the 1st October 2026, the policy is projected to yield an estimated $103.76 million annually once collection commences from offshore booking platforms, foreign tour operators, and travel agents operating without a permanent physical presence in the country.
Speaker of Parliament Abdurrahim Abdullah says the purpose of commemorating National Day should be to learn from the lessons of the past and use them to build the future.
The Parliament Speaker made the remarks while addressing a National Day ceremony held in Ha Ali Fubara, which he attended as the chief guest. Speaker Abdul Rahim said there would be no purpose in commemorating National Day if it were limited to recounting the events associated with the occasion or taking part in sports while wearing national attire. Instead, he said the occasion would be a time to reflect on how Maldivians can follow the path of Muhammad Taqi Irfan and draw lessons from his life. The speaker said that although Bodu Taqi Irfan had the opportunity to live a life of prosperity, power, and comfort, the noble jihad he undertook for the nation and religion demonstrated that his heart beat for the nation and that he was raised with an Islamic upbringing. He says students today should take inspirations from his actions. The speaker also noted that in addition to Muhammad Taqi Irfan and his companions, many Maldivians had sacrificed themselves for the nation and said their memories should be kept alive. He reiterated that the purpose of commemorating National Day should be to learn from yesterday and build tomorrow, adding that Bodu Taqi Irfan has acted in this manner. Noting that National Day belongs to all Maldivians, Speaker Abdul Rahim said the occasion should be a time to make a firm commitment to raise generations who would come forward for the nation and religion should the Maldives face danger in the future.
Adam Shamim is appointed a Chief Judicial Administrator of the Department of Judicial Administration DJA. The Judicial Service Commission JSC said Adam Shamim of Malaz Maimbudu in Dalo Atoll was appointed to the position after securing the highest marks in the interview among candidates who met the eligibility requirements. The JSC said the appointment was made based on the report submitted to the Commission by the interview panel. Shamim is a legal and defense lawyer who practices in courts across the Maldives. He has worked in the legal field for many years and has extensive experience in the sector. Applications for the position of Chief Judicial Administrator of the Department of Judicial Administration were opened on 8th July. The position became vacant following the resignation of former Chief Judicial Administrator Amjad Mustafa. The Judicial Service Commission had previously said that 10 legal professionals applied for the position. Chinese ambassador to the Maldives, Kong Jinhua, says a country's heritage and culture play an important role in reviving and strengthening its national identity.
Ambassador Kong made the remarks in a social media post following his visit to Utimu to attend the official National Day activities. He said reviving a country's heritage and culture is among the most important efforts that can be undertaken to revive and strengthen its national identity. Referring to renowned Jamaican political activist Marcus Garvey, Ambassador Kong said people who lack knowledge of their history and culture are like a tree without roots. He stressed the importance of passing knowledge of a country's history on to future generations, saying this would Ahakawau, which tells the story of the historic jihad of national hero Bodu Taqi Irfan, who freed the Maldives from Portuguese subjugation, as well as the Bodu Taqi Irfan Memorial Arc. He described his visit to Utim as successful and also extended greetings on the occasion of the Maldives National Day. As visitors walked along the paths through Wahakawau, key events from Boduta Kurufanu's National Jihad are presented chronologically among the trees. A total of 14 boards featuring historical accounts have been installed at different points along the route. The Boduta Kurufanu Memorial Arch is a specially designed structure commemorating the historic jihad led by Al-Sultan Al-Ghazi Muhammad Kurufan Al-Awzam, popularly known as Boduta Kurufan, to free the Maldivian nation from Portuguese subjugation and colonial rule. The structure was designed to symbolize the historic jihad and preserve its memory. The memorial features 6 main pillars designed to reflect the architectural style of the Maldives' ancient mosques. The Ministry of Heritage has said such sites are expected to encourage visitors to spend more time on the island, sustainably increasing demand for guest houses, cafes, and other establishments providing food and beverage services. The ministry also said an increase in visitors to the islands would create greater opportunities for local guides, historical storytellers, transport service providers, and cultural workers to generate income.
The Minister of Economic Development, Transport and Trade, Mohammed Saeed, announces that the digital framework Maldives 2.0 will serve as the central operating tool for the nation's new main commercial port currently being built in Tilafushi.
Speaking at an exclusive interview with PSM News, Minister Said emphasized that the relocation of the Malé commercial harbour to Tilafushi is the largest and highest priority project being undertaken by the current administration. The government has highlighted the mega project as a transformative initiative poised to drive unprecedented growth in the Maldivian economy. According to Minister Said, the relocation is designed with long-term foresight. As 80% of the Malé commercial harbour's current operation shifts to Tilafushi, key entities including Maldives Ports Limited MPL, Maldives Customs Service, and other relevant state institutions will also move their operations to the new hub. The relocation will pave the way for highly modernized, digitized, and top-tier services that rival major international ports. The physical infrastructure of the new port is being scaled up significantly to meet global standards. The international quay wall will be extended to around 1.2 kilometers, allowing the facility to service 3 to 4 large vessels simultaneously. Additionally, the project aims to resolve severe space constraints currently plaguing domestic maritime operations. By addressing these bottlenecks, the new terminal will eliminate the heavy expenses local businesses incur when vessels are forced to stay anchored for days waiting to berth. To provide a holistic solution, the government plans to establish a comprehensive network of warehouses, storage facilities, and retail spaces inspired by the Atoll Shops model. The economic benefits of the transition are expected to be felt directly by consumers. Minister Said noted that faster clearance times will prevent fruits, vegetables, and other essential perishables from spoiling, ensuring they reach market shelves fresh. Consequently, the rapid turnaround of imported cargo is anticipated to drive down retail prices for consumers. Designed as a state-of-the-art multi-purpose facility, the Tilafushi port will lay the foundation for a 24-hour non-stop logistics ecosystem. While the first phase of port service is scheduled to transition to Tilafushi this October, the government aims to complete the full relocation of all commercial port operations before November of next year.
Maldives Islamic Bank MIB officially launches Faisa Remit, a new digital international remittance service designed to provide customers with a faster, seamlessly convenient way to send money abroad.
Accessible directly through MIB's online portal, FaisaNet, the platform eliminates the need for customers to visit a physical branch to process overseas payments. With Faisa Remit, users can transfer funds directly to supported bank accounts and eligible mobile wallets across 15 international destinations. Built to accommodate a variety of permitted international payments, the service allows customers to send between $50 and $5,000 per transaction, subject to applicable regulatory guidelines and limits. Speed and upfront transparency are among the key highlights of the new service. Most transactions made via Faisa Remit are expected to be credited near instantly or within the same day, though processing times may extend up to 2 days depending on the destination, receiving institution, and regulatory requirements. Additionally, the platform provides full cost visibility prior to confirmation, allowing senders to view applicable transaction fees, live exchange rates, the exact USD amount, and the final payout the beneficiary will receive upon approving the transfer. The service currently supports remittance corridors to Australia, Bangladesh, China, India, Indonesia, Malaysia, Nepal, Pakistan, the Philippines, Singapore, Sri Lanka, Thailand, the United Kingdom, the United States of America, and Vietnam. MIB noted that available destinations, local currencies, and payout methods will continue to reflect real-time operational availability, marking a significant milestone in MIB's ongoing effort to expand its digital banking ecosystem.
Colombia 4 magnitude earthquake struck the country's coffee-producing heartland, killing nearly 300 people and disrupting exports to global markets.
Market participants said that normalizing coffee logistics, including the flow of beans to the key Buenaventura export port, could take 2 weeks, while repair and processing installations may require even longer. Carlos Santana, a director at global coffee trader Ecom, added that while the port remains open, landslides on dozens of roads make it difficult to transport coffee there, and several warehouses have structural damage. Coffee farmer Walter Mauricio Uria Allegra said finding workers has become difficult as housing on farms was destroyed, forcing laborers to commute daily if they have transportation. The National Federation of Coffee Growers stated exports continue through Caribbean ports in Cartagena and Santa Marta through Buenaventura, which handles 60% of Colombia's coffee exports, is gradually resuming operations but not yet accepting filled containers for export, according to ATM Terminals, the port management company.
Moroccan security disperses migrants who tried to cross from Nidag to Spain's Ceuta.
Migrants were seen standing and running on a hill near the border as security personnel gathered in the area. Security was beefed up at the border amid social media messages encouraging migrants to attempt another mass border breach on Saturday, 2 weeks after tens of thousands rushed into the city. Earlier this week, Rabat said it was monitoring the circulation of social media posts and messages of unknown origin, calling for a mass crossing on August 15th, warning it would prosecute organizers and participants. In the weeks before a rush of more than 70,000 migrants into the Spanish enclave of Ceuta, border workers warned Spain's central government that more people, spurred on by social media, were arriving by sea, adding they feared an escalation. While the vast majority of them voluntarily returned to Morocco shortly thereafter, the crisis sparked a rift within the European Union and fueled anti-immigration rhetoric among far-right parties worldwide.
Jacob Misiorowski pitches 6 strong innings and Joey Ortiz and William Contreras homered as the Milwaukee Brewers beat the Los Angeles Dodgers 4-1 to even their season series.
Misiorowski allowed 1 run on 5 hits with a walk and 6 strikeouts, earning his first win in 3 starts. The National League CY Young Award favorite lowered his ERA to 1.75. Milwaukee holds a 2-game lead over Los Angeles in the National League, with the two clubs now 3-3 head-to-head this season. Shohei Ohtani drove in a run with a triple for the Dodgers. Left-hander Justin Wrobleski took the loss, giving up 4 runs on 4 hits in 6 innings. Wrobleski, named to his first NFL All-Star team this year, has allowed at least 4 runs in each of his last 4 starts. Alex Cole had 2 hits filling in for Kyle Tucker, who was rested. Los Angeles fell to 5-10 since July 31st. Ortiz's 2-run homer in the second inning put Milwaukee ahead, coming in at bat after Contreras snapped an 0-for-20 slump with a single. The Dodgers answered in the third when Cole's infield single, the first hit of Misiorowski, set up Ohtani's run-scoring triple to right field. Contreras extended the lead to 4-1 with a 2-run homer in the fourth. Wrobleski, who had allowed 8 home runs in his first 17 starts, has now given up 11 over his last 4 outings. Los Angeles loaded the bases with 1 out in the fifth on singles by Tosca Hernandez, Cole, and Hunter Feducia, but Misiorowski struck out Ohtani and Freddie Freeman to end the threat. Aaron Ashby pitched 2 scoreless innings, for his first save of the season.
Turkey's Culture Minister Mehmet Nuri Ersoy says archaeologists have started new excavations at a 12,000-year-old site in Turkey's southeast near Göbekli Tepe, where they expect to find public structures and shacks.
The video of the new excavation site showed archaeologists walking in square areas to the north of the initial dig site in Göbekli Tepe. Ersoy said in a written statement, the new excavation area is 80 meters by 70 meters, and surveys suggest that there are structures regarding public life as well as shacks. He said the ongoing restoration and preservation efforts in the older excavation site include placing found items in their original locations, fortifying walls, and protecting obelisks against shaking with steel ropes.
For now, thank you for watching PSM News. Have a good day.